Guys, welcome to today's vlog. Today is Sunday and we already went to town to our normal shopping and stuff like that. It has been raining like only a few minutes, but it's enough to cool out the place. Today is June 14, Sunday, and then we're supposed to have our quarantine like only up until May 30, but our president already lifted up the quarantine. We're supposed to be in the new normal, as they call it, new normal. You can go around wearing masks, but since our local here, they were doing some checkpoints inside the market area just before you go inside town, and they're getting strict. Like when I think June something, June first week of June, they were strict. We went to the city June 3, and then basically that week we were able to go to the city without travel pass. You know, you can go there as long as you have your mask and then you follow procedures, protocol and stuff like that, you're good to go. But after that, like second week of June, they changed that. You cannot go to the city if you don't have the travel authority. It's like they take out the travel pass, but now they replace it with the travel authority, which is basically means you will go to the police station and then have yourself checked by the rural health unit, see if you really are allowed to go to the city, you know, things like that, because we are like 1 hour away from the city. There are some exceptions when you go to the city, like if you're in an emergency and, you know, like you're working in the front line or something like that, you don't need to get the travel authority. Back then, when we have the quarantine, we have the travel pass, which is the same thing. You go to the rural health unit and then get the passes. I mean, check your history, ask your whereabouts, and then they will grant you your travel pass. Now they take that out, they change it, and then they use this travel authority, which is basically they're the same. So if we go to the city just to buy stuff or something like that, you need to go get a travel authority, and it depends on them if they will allow you. For emergencies and frontliners, you don't need the travel authority. We were lucky enough to go to the city with that window, like a week window, that we have to go there without the travel pass. So we will wait until tomorrow, June 15, and then we will have a new announcement of how things goes. But basically here in town, if you go inside town, where you go buy your things, you go to the checkpoint and they will check your quarantine pass, temperature, and then you go to the footpath where you had your feet soaked in there. Bleach. They weren't there when we had the quarantine, but basically now they're getting strict, especially if you're going inside town. And then there's another thing, when you go to the market area, like wet market area, they do the same thing, thermal scan, put bath, and then you have to have your quarantine pass. And I thought that my quarantine pass will not be used again, but I think it will be until further notice. That has been the situation here in town. So far, we only go to town when we really need to go to town. So
it's a hassle.
because before we go to town like every day, you know, just go around town, see what's going on, gas up, and things like that. So right now, we're just going to town like every 2 days or so.
Yeah.
And then depending. Update on the school. They say we're gonna open up on August 24.
Oh, I don't think so.
But we will look into that and then watch out for the news on that one. We don't have quarantine in our area here in Mindanao, but they already changed the system in every like city or municipality. So
the highway's open.
The highway is open, but the municipalities, they have their different ruling. If you live in the city and then you wanna come here in Misamis Oriental, basically outside the city, you need to have your travel authority. I mean travel authority, not travel pass. So I think it's basically the same
thing.
Same thing. If you're from other region, I think they have a different requirements. Although our president already opened up the highways, but certain municipalities have their rulings on who can get in our area, who can get in our region or in our province. So it's really like tough to go outside your own region. So right now, we're not looking into going to the city unless they got rid of the travel pass, travel authority system. But they're still going through the quarantine procedures, the checkpoint procedures in the highway, near the, when you get into the city area. We will wait until further notice, which is June 15. Tomorrow. So we will look into that. We will listen what it's gonna be like then. That has been my update here in our area, Misamis Oriental, and hope you guys are safe, and thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye.